Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic, Dad, I don't want to sing. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
My name is Setema, Gali, the founder and creator of the Prosperity Revolution, a global movement that helps you to get out of scarcity and into prosperity every single day. A movement where people have value, things do not, where money is a result of helping people, where you're rewarded for creating value for others, and where prosperity is not the result of luck, but a predictable steps and formulas, and where happiness is the ultimate goal.
Welcome to another rendition of your Daily Revolution. Grateful that you are here today. For all those of you who listen to the podcast, thank you. I'm grateful. I'm honored. If this makes a difference for you, share it along, send it to someone, take a picture on social media, tag me in your stories. I'd love to know if you're listening. All right. So, I love to sing. My family loves to sing, and we've made singing a part of our family culture. Right, we sing in church, we sing at home, we play the guitar and sing. I'm always making my boys harmonize and learn, and they've done a really, really good job. And my oldest son, right, Zion, he has sung in church meetings and sung solos since he was probably 5 or 6 years old. So he has been a great example to his younger brothers, and they have watched, waiting for the time that they would then have a chance to sing as well. Well, our family in the church that we go to, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we were asked to speak in our meeting, in our sacrament meeting. And they're like, well, whatever you want to do. So we decided that my oldest would speak, and then my wife would speak, and then I would speak, but then we would have a musical number. We tried to have it where all three boys would sing, but the voices aren't quite there to blend in without my wife. So we're like, all right, cool. Israel will sing. He's my middle son, and he's got an amazing voice. But probably got the best voice of the group. That's just, he's amazing. So we practiced all week. I get home from a trip, and we go to the church and the chapel. We practice and practice and practice. And then we're like, okay, you're ready. This is a song Zion sang probably 2 or 3 years ago. They're familiar with it. And called I Feel My Savior's Love. And then Sunday morning comes, and you got to understand this. In my core belief is that anytime that we're about to do something spiritual or something great, we usually get tested, right? There's usually some type of temptation or obstacle or roadblock that pops up to kind of test us. Well, my son did not want to sing. In fact, he was like, Dad, can we go try to find a suit coat? I'm like, son, what are you talking about? Suit coat? There's nothing that's going to fit you. So we go try to find one on a Sunday morning, and it ain't working. I'm like, son, I try to tell you, it's like, you're a big dude. It's not going to be at like Walmart or anything. So by the time they get to church, he's fuming. Like, he's just angry. And he's emotional and angry about it. He throws his tie on the ground. He's like, I'm not singing. I'm like, son, come on. And he's just, I'm not singing. I don't like how I look. And that's not the right song. And he was clearly facing some adversity and some obstacles. And I knew I'm sitting in church. It's about 8:15. Church starts at 9. We're trying to have this spiritual experience. And I'm about ready to be like, oh my gosh, boy, I would throw you outside the church, buddy. So in the moment I said a prayer. I'm like, all right, cool. I said, well, if you don't have to sing. If you don't want to sing, it's okay. Mom will sing. And my wife gives me the look like, I don't want to sing. I'm going to be speaking. I know that my other son can't sing, and my youngest, I tried to get him to sing, and he's like, I'm not ready, Dad. I'm afraid if I look at people's faces. I'm okay, great. So I'm just praying in my heart, like, God, just soften my son's heart. I know if he just gets up and does it, he's going to be great. And he just would not do it. Right before our meeting started, I'm like, well, and I'm looking at my wife. I said, okay, love, I guess you get to sing for Israel. And I looked at him one last time, and I said, son, look at me. He looks at me in the eyes. I said, son, we need you. I need you. More importantly than our family and daddy needing you, the people coming to church, they need you. They need you to step up and shine, buddy. Shine like a lighthouse, shine like a beacon of light. And I'm giving him this little pep talk while people are walking, and he's just looking at me. And I don't know if he was thinking like, whatever, Dad. But I'm like, just trust me. God's going to carry you. We practice. We're ready. But these people need you. Sure enough, he looks at me, he puts his tie on. The church is about to start. He says, I'll sing. Great. So the meeting goes on. And my oldest son absolutely crushes his talk, prepared it. My wife is an amazing one. She's a 2-time global diamond speaking champion at her college. So she's amazing. I think she's actually better than me. I really believe that, even though this is what I do for a living. And then my son gets up and I go jump on the piano. I play the intro and I start playing. And my son just does a phenomenal job. And, I teach my sons, look, it's not about how we look. It's about bringing the Spirit of God so that people can have this experience and feel God's love. Remember that. It's not about sounding good and performing. It's about, right, like really promoting God and having people feel the Spirit. It was amazing. Like I just listened to the song. I recorded it on my phone, the audio, and it is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I might even put it on this podcast so you guys can hear it. I'm so proud of my son. Now, afterwards, here's the best part. Like, I felt the Spirit during it. I felt just so like, man, yes. And a number of people said the whole meeting was great, but that song, I could feel God's love. It was beautiful. And I'm like, son, what would have happened had you not sung? Yeah, Mama would have sang. It would have been fine, but they needed to feel God's love because of your talents and you sharing your abilities and the songs of God and of love. And you needed to feel it too. And I was like, did you feel it? He was like, yeah, Dad, you were right. I'm like, yeah, it was great. Now, why is this so empowering? Regardless of the talents and abilities that you have been given, regardless of where you're at in life, I truly believe if each one of us chooses to see ourselves as lovers and leaders and lighthouses, right? These beacons of light, these role models, God can use us. That's how I see myself. So I do a podcast and I post and I do the events because I believe that I have a mission, a calling to liberate leaders and to change lives and to help people experience this prosperity, the revolution, right? This revolution inside of their heart and soul to help them to see themselves as they really are so that they can live the purpose and the mission they were called to live. So for each one of you, how do you see yourself? And when you have something that's about to take place in your life, do you meet it head on with courage and with faith and with power? Or do you shrink? Now, I've done what my son's done. I don't want to do this. There's been times where I'm supposed to go speak at an event and I just don't want to go because I'm afraid and there's fear. And yet every time I go and I step on the stage or I do the thing that I'm afraid to do, God just enhances my abilities. Now, of course, you got to do your part and prepare and practice and train. But assuming you do that, I want you to know you have an opportunity to make a difference for somebody, even if you're afraid, even if your life isn't perfect, or maybe you're uncomfortable or you're going through some challenges and adversities. I promise, if you will put your faith in yourself and put your faith in God and put your faith in something bigger than just you, like making a difference for people, you truly can impact people's lives and have incredible growth yourself. I'm proud of my son for doing the song. He was amazing. And we'll actually include his song on the tail end of this podcast so you can hear what he's saying. And it's me playing, trying to do the piano, and he did a phenomenal job. I appreciate you guys listening. Tell me what you think and have an amazing day. As you know by now, like, I love God. I love the Lord. As for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. And it looks different for everybody. So you don't need to judge others, people, on how they live. Just focus on your connection with God, sharing your talents, and not letting adversity stop you on the path. I love you guys. Enjoy the song.
I feel my Savior's love, and all the world around me. His Spirit warms my soul through everything I see. To him I feel my Savior's love, and love He freely gives me. I feel my Savior's love, His gentleness enfolds me, and when I kneel to pray, my heart is filled with peace. He knows I will follow Him, give all my life to Him. I feel my Savior's love, the love He freely gives me. I feel my Savior's love, and know that He will bless me. I offer Him my heart, my shepherd He will be. Knows I will follow Him, give all my life to Him. I feel my Savior's love, the love He freely gives me. Oh,